We're locally at the Sword and Board. With me is Cody, the assistant manager here. The Sword and Board, local to Ucala, California, Mendocino County, the biggest supplier of magic, comics, and cards in the Tri-County area. Tri-state? Do I say tri-state? No, because that doesn't make sense. It's just county, Mendocino.
Mendocino.
Because the other stores are Sonoma County.
Yeah.
So you win. You win Mendo.
Yes.
Congrats.
Got it.
So today we're going to be unboxing stuff Upper Deck sent us, the Infinite Trilogy and Masterpieces Monsters Edition. I mean, they're doing cool things with that kind of stuff. So, I mean, like, I don't know exactly what these are. I mean, they did a really cool line of Marvel Masterpieces last year or the year before, which are kind of cool. And they offer a lot of cool services for cards and comics. And, oh, it's sealed. It's doubly sealed. Well, we're just going to do this. Oh, wow. This looks like old school.
Yep.
That's pretty cool. Like, look at these. Look like old school, like, cards that we used to do when we were kids.
Silver Surfer. Nice.
6 cards per pack.
Nice.
I don't know what we're looking for, but we'll find out.
Me either. Luckily,
Pause this, that way we're not taking up bandwidth as everyone's downloading and streaming movies in the background.
oh yeah, no. I remember when I used to try to stream my place. It's like, I want to make sure the stream's going right. Let me open my stream. I'm like, oh, it looks like crap.
Oh, these are pretty cool, dude. That's
cool.
awesome. And like they're like all raised and foiled.
That's awesome. So you got Gambit.
You got Gambit. Death.
Yeah.
Is that Death?
Yeah.
Does it even say their name? It says in the back, yeah, Death.
Yeah, it does. You got, what was it? Adam
Oh,
Warlock
wow,
versus...
these are really cool. Like they're textured and stuff.
Adam Warlock versus Thanos. That's cool.
That's pretty cool. Oh God, I don't know. Too obscure. Maxim. Max Power.
The character probably just died. It was an Alpha Flight character.
The Canadian X-Men.
Yeah. Yeah. Technically,
Who is that?
Deadpool's
Weapon Omega?
Yeah.
Don't know that one.
I know Omega.
And I don't know who this was.
It's
I don't
not
know who this one
Deathwing.
either. This is like Nebula. This is like super 70s, man. This is pretty rad.
This is, what's the name of the set? It's called, is it Infinity?
The Infinity
Oh, because it has to
Trilogy.
do with all the Infinity things. So Infinity Wars, Infinity Crisis, and something else. So yeah, this could be a lot of space-oriented people.
Yay!
So you're probably going to see the Watcher of the Sasquatch.
Oh, Sasquatch from Alpha Flight.
Yeah.
There you go.
Dr. Doom.
Dr. Doom, shout out to Denny's favorite character.
It's all the
Oh,
Fantastic
nice!
Four.
An extended art one. So like you put them together.
Nice.
That's kind of fun.
It's just the whole Fantastic Four.
I think it's when everyone was fighting because this is when they were fighting to get to Thanos.
Oh yeah.
Actually, it's funny because if you take out the actual Marvel Infinity War, there's only one character on here they weren't allowed to use.
Yeah.
Which is pathetic. Not afraid to say it on the live stream. Did not like I've never seen the first or second one.
So Mephisto and Thanos.
Yeah.
Nice.
The devil wants his property. And Human Torch.
Yeah.
And the Watcher.
Yeah.
These are pretty cool, actually. Actually, they look pretty cool.
Is it just a generic Watcher, or is it the main one? What's his name?
Not one of them. They all look the same.
Yes,
So.
that's the point of them. I know there's this really fun series where Nick Fury takes the eyeballs of the Watcher, and which lets him shoot. That's cool.
North Star. Psylocke.
Oh, that's it's not Trinity. Which one is this? I remember. Let's just see.
It doesn't say. Here. Oh, look, they even have, this is like our first holographic cloak.
Cloak soap.
Oh, cool.
Oh, it's Eternity. Okay, no, there's Eternity.
That's awesome.
Oh, Eternity and Infinity. Okay.
Quasar. X-Men, hell yeah, Beast.
I like the power levels. Like the thing is, like with the Infinity thing, Infinity whatever, they usually deal with cosmic level beings, and then you just have like, I'm Beast. I'm a smart person. I'm like, good for you.
Well, that was the cool part in the comics when like Thanos had like turned all the most powerful people to stone, and then Captain America had to fight him.
Oh yeah.
And he was just a guy, like, but he still did it.
Yeah, I like Captain America's power is that he's just a quote unquote perfect human. Outside that, not much.
Peak physical performance.
Yeah.
They've a lot of the superheroes the last decade or so have gotten jacked up to like monstrous proportions. I remember Wolverine had healing factor, but that was jacked up significantly in the comics. It used to be like you heal 3 times faster, so 4 month broken bone heals in 1. Like now it's just like instant heal.
There's been some absurd ones where like a single bud droplet has been able to like resurrect him fully.
Yeah, anything, any DNA, one cell left, yeah.
Yeah.
They've gotten more crazy with the elements. Oh, King.
King, yeah.
Oh, that's cool too. The purple, like very 70s. I love it. Looks
Yeah.
great. It's fantastic.
Xavier?
Master Order now.
Oh, okay.
These are some of the, like I told you, this is like
Yeah.
the lot of the space characters I'm not interested in.
Yeah. It's weird because the more recent comics, like with the Illuminati, there's like Professor X, Iron Man, Black Panther, all these other characters that like, you wouldn't associate being like, oh, I got to deal with cosmic issues now, but kind of gotta.
Nice,
Okay,
nice
bub.
70s Wolverine.
Yeah.
I can't tell if these were pulled from the comics directly or if they actually were drawn for this set.
They're kind of cool if they were to replicate there. Oh, Wonder Man.
Wonder Man, yeah. He's cosmic. He has cosmic powers, right?
Yeah, eventually his mind or soul get put into visions, and then blah blah blah. Fast forward, Scarlet Witch and
Gamora,
what have we?
Black Widow, doing something. These are definitely from comics. These are not drawn. These are well, they're drawn, but they're like from older comics.
Yeah.
You definitely, because look at the printing. They didn't do the
Yeah.
the flesh color.
Yeah, the Jean Grey looks so much like a Starfire.
Do you know Jean Grey's code name? Because people don't know her code name.
Codename?
Like Cyclops, Scott Summers is Cyclops. Jean Grey is.
Oh. Not Marvel Girl. No.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay, it is. Yeah.
That's right. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's like, I know a decent bit about Marvel comics and everything because I have to sell and everything. I think I'm really in depth for Spider-Man. That's like the thing I grew up with. That's why I own
Spider-Man, X-Men. Yeah, we're big in the '90s.
Yeah.
Like that's what I grew up with too.
Yeah.
Nice.
Spider-Man. I have like the first appearance of just so many random things.
Oh,
Talking about Spider-Man.
Doppelganger.
Doppelganger. Yeah.
Fucking rad. I always liked his design. He's such a cool design character.
Yeah.
He's just a failed clone, I think, right? That's all he is.
Yeah. I just like the fact also he's not wearing.
Ooh. Oh.
Is that Neymar?
Is that actually
Oh,
signed?
I think it actually is. I was reading the box. I think it's supposed to be actually signed.
Oh, wow. I think we actually got a signed card.
That's awesome.
Congratulations. You received a trading card featuring an autograph of Tom DeFalco. His autograph is signed in the presence of the representative of that company and provided and certified as its authenticity. As to its authenticity, I went to college. Enjoy your autographed card. Dude, rad.
Awesome.
That's pretty cool. It's like how often do you get like real signed cards? Never.
Yeah, no, usually it's like a press print of it, but that looks like, yeah, okay, it has like a little smudginess to it a little bit.
This goes in the right pile.
Yeah.
Not the left one, the right pile. Yeah, I don't know what this is. Is that Puck? Oh, it is Puck. Okay, cool. I was like, but they're all wearing the matching uniforms for Alpha Flight.
It's funny, like, and you have Cosmic Beings and you just have Alpha Flight. Canada is here too, guys. Don't you forget.
Don't worry, we're here.
Except Black Knight.
Great. It's like the West Coast Avengers. Nobody cares.
What about the Great Lake Avengers?
We're led by Hawkeye. Shut up. Bring back Cap. That's when they were like, we're gonna do New Mutants, and it's gonna be a whole side universe. I'm like, oh yeah, it worked so well when they did that for the comics. I'm sure it'll equally work well in the cinematic universe.
I mean, cinematic universe like surprised me. Like I like the fact that Spider-Man 2099 is as popular as it is. I remember reading that comic. Not great. It's just overly tuned. There's Cap. That comic raw is like $20. That used to be like a bin dollar comic forever, but because everybody's like, ooh, I found out about this character called Miguel O'Hara.
Oh, nice.
That's cool.
Nice Colossus.
Peter Rasputin.
Do you remember? Did you watch the show, the 2099 show?
I briefly, I couldn't get into it.
Go back and watch it because Venom and Carnage act like a married couple. Like that's how they talk. That's how they argue.
That's awesome. Because in the comics, the way they refer to each other is like father-son things. There's like even with like
he calls him Gramps.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he's older, and the younger ones are much stronger, and they never really explain that in the Venom movies because they're just not meant for comic fans. They're meant for other people.
Yeah. That's why it's always hard for even like the Marvel movies. I remember like early Marvel movies in the comics and everything. Like, this is not exactly like this storyline.
There's just some things I've gone on tangents before. Nice Rogue One. about like when I checked out, it was Civil War. I was like, look, I understand you're not gonna do it one for one, but if you're not even gonna even
Oh, yeah.
like attempt to even do anything in the comics, like what's the point?
Yeah.
Like if you're not gonna even try, I'm out. And that's what I haven't watched a Marvel movie after Civil War because Civil
Yeah.
War I walked out. I was really pissed at Civil War. But hey, Spider-Man was in it, so thumbs up. Like
Yeah.
I don't.
Yeah, I think the fact also
nice
the way
Power
the
Man.
storyline was differentiated between Crossbones causing the main issue and then also Nitro being the main thing, blowing up and like killing way more people.
My friends got pissed at me when we watched that because I was like, it was General Ross in the room. He was like, "You guys are loose cannons." I'm like, "They work for you,
Yeah.
you moron! Like, what are you talking about? Like,
Yeah.
they were literally sent there by Shield, which is
Yeah.
a branch of the government. What are you loose? Like, it just didn't make any sense. I'm getting mad just thinking about it.
Yeah.
People are like, "Shut up!" I'm like, "Read a book. Go read a book."
Yeah, no, there's a lot of goofy things like
Guardian.
like the things that Tony does for his side of the fight of the Civil War. It's kind of messed up. Like he makes what was it? He gets essentially just villains to be. Oh, that's cool.
Yeah,
That's
right.
cool.
The side and the non-side.
Yeah, like the whole Thunderbolt, the remake of the Thunderbolts, where he gets what was it, McDonald to be Venom, and then also like the fact that Iron Fist takes up the Daredevil mantle because Daredevil had to do court work, so he had to shoot like I'm not Daredevil because there's Daredevil right there. It's like why is he punching way more than the normal one did? Don't worry
Is
about
acting
it.
like he can see. Don't worry about it. Why is he with the Iron Fist thing? Don't worry about it.
Yeah, he's like, where's Iron Fist? Probably busy, fighting dragons.
He's busy doing things. It's all good. Oh, I got the Heartless. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. Those are things I grew up with. And like there was just certain characters that I really wanted to see that they couldn't do.
Yeah.
X-Men primarily.
Yeah, I mean, luckily now, currently, because now they have the whole Fox stuff for the most part.
They do, and like,
Yeah.
but is it too late? I mean, like, is it? Like, I think it's too late.
Yeah, it's hard to say. I mean, there's certain things like there's aspects I did enjoy about certain movies, some I didn't. Like I say, Black Panther, it's still a great movie. The way they kind of it was encapsulated, definitely because again they got Killmonger, not a super great character, made it feel more intriguing.
Black Panther's like there's two exceptions, and that's for me. That's Black Panther and the Guardians movies because
Yeah.
they're different enough.
Yeah.
And to be fair, like Black Panther never got a fair shot anyway. Like on
Yeah.
most of the stuff, it was just cool to see that character get his time in the limelight. Those are my two exceptions.
Yeah.
That's basically it. Like they're not.
I enjoyed Luke Cage, because I also love the fact they did do the whole "Sweet Christmas" is my favorite line of like any Marvel character ever. And then you also had the fact that they also made wasn't Bushwhack? I forgot his name. But they made that character actually intriguing, other than the kind of goofy Billy he would normally have in the comics. So they like when people in like a new medium they could kind of explore a little bit more on what the character's supposed to give more depth to it.
I just like it's funny because like I like Luke Cage too, but Luke Cage, Jessica Jones, and Iron Fist going for Heroes of Hire is such a good group dynamic.
Yeah.
They're a group of people that solve mysteries,
Yeah.
and like they just didn't want to go that route for some reason,
Yeah.
and I don't know why.
I knew when they did the Heroes, was it Defenders or Heroes of Hire? When they did the show, I did like the visual thing they did. So whenever a character was about to be introduced, the color palette of the show kind of swapped to it. So it's like cool things that like I do enjoy certain things about it. But there's definitely, I think post-COVID, superhero movies were definitely in a rough spot.
Yeah, it's just disappointing because I love that's pretty cool Spider-Man. This is definitely old art. That was the cool thing about Heroes for Hire is that they did it in the Earth's Mightiest Heroes before it got a complete before it got a huge revamp and was terrible. They did an episode with that, and it was hilarious because like Iron Fist, the joke about Iron Fist is he hates fighting,
Yeah.
and he's the most talented fighter in the world.
Oh yeah.
And they get in a fight, and then somebody like hits him on accident, and he like sighs, and then like proceeds to take down everybody in the room.
Yeah.
Like, oh, fine, you hit me first. All right, here we go. Stay away from that. It's Mr. Fantastic. Oh, Drax. It's been a while since I've seen this dude. Drax he hated Thanos, right? He was not a Thanos.
Well, you still
Oh,
like
Sleepwalker. This guy was weird.
that. Yeah.
Is he alien or is he a mutant?
I'll say he's probably alien.
It tells you what book they are from.
Storm.
Oh, nice. Cool. Like this, is definitely old art, but it's cool.
I do like that Storm, and then of course I think my second favorite is gonna be Mohawk Storm.
Look, dude, it's like raised and like it's super nice. Like it's embedded. Like they
That's
actually
cool.
take their time.
Yeah, I mean, for a thing that's like has no playability to it, I think having a good like detail to like just the base thing of it to make you want to actually look at each card. Like if a card had the same quality back in like the '90s when I used to pick up stuff like this. It's my dad. Just kidding.
Shaman? I don't know who he is. I've never seen him. Shaman sends deep waves of mystical energy.
I love the thing when you ever have to do with anything indigenous is like mystical. Like
That. Getting these alerts on my phone, I need to stop because they're like for shopping, and I'm like, I don't want those. Did Galactus fight Thanos? I think because he would be at risk. So like obviously he would be an ally. Cause Fire Lord, yeah.
it's a stick.
Dude, he was the most obnoxious hero click to deal with when the hero clicks came out.
Yeah.
Oh my god, range combat expert and vulnerability phasing. There's the vision I know. There's the red-green vision I know, yeah. Another Drax. We haven't seen a lot of doubles, which is actually kind of cool. We haven't seen a ton of doubles yet. They're definitely trying to bring back collector markets back, and with Chase, I just think that there's no playability, and that's the big thing, right? You can't, which is weird. Oh, strong guy. Look at strong guy. Nova Core. Oh yeah, well, like they did the Nova Core, and I was like, oh cool, is Nova in it? They're like, no. I'm like, you did the Nova Core without Nova? Like really? Isn't he? Like, didn't he get his powers through something? Like he got him through the cube. He got him through the cube, didn't he? Something like that. Yeah.
The funny part, I think the base Nova Core, like people, they get their power from their helmets. Weirdly enough.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Their helmets are where their power's from.
They're supposed to be like the Green Lantern Corps for the Marvel universe. Yeah. U.S. Agent Sasquatch thing. I don't know who that is. Enchantress.
I can't see. Yeah, I think it's Enchantress.
North Star. Yeah. Definitely North Star. Wasp. Don't know who that is.
Yeah, you have U.S. Agent.
Does it say on the back who they are? No, it doesn't look like it.
Let's see.
Oh, I remember Firestar and her amazing friends. Well, Spider-Man and his amazing friends. Firestar is like it wasn't fire. It was like energy, right? It was like different. It wasn't actual fire. Yeah, this was like that's what made the Infinity War saga that I read was so epic. Like you got everybody. Like it was like Smash Brothers. Everybody's here. It just, you know what I mean? Like rather than like a handful of Avengers fighting on the ground.
Yeah, I'd say weirdly enough, when Fox in like the early 2000s became like they owned that part of Marvel, even ruined like the comics. So, like they were just like you couldn't have these characters at all with these characters. I think for a while there was no Fantastic Four comics.
Well, they killed them all. They killed the Ultimate Universe right out of the gate the second Disney signed the lease, and because Disney controlled the comics. So anything that Fox, so I lost all my books in like over a week.
Yeah.
All my books just stopped, and Ultimatum was done so haphazardly. Sorry, now I'm really nerding out.
Yeah.
Hey, Gamora. Like, that's such an ugly picture.
This is a really bad case of jaundice or something like that.
I think it's just the way the 70s printed comics. They just only had so many colors.
Well, yeah, if you imagine this over like a yellowish paper, where it'd probably make that look more greenish.
Sue Storm, nice. These are actually kind of cool.
Yeah.
I do miss the ones that had like the levels on the back though, the power levels that you were talking about. I do miss those. Dude, and we got a signed card. That's pretty rad. Oh, now we're starting to see doubles after the box. Here we go. Firelord, Moondragon. I remember her. Galactus. Whoa,
Ooh,
cool.
Like actual, like 3D or like holographic.
I remember my grandma had a TV with the same kind of like feeling.
That's cool.
That's pretty cool, man.
I think it's just a comic cover.
Yeah, that's what it's called comic cover, yeah. Oh, here is Frankie Ray. Now I'm getting confused with DC.
One thing I do miss about like the current era new like modern comics, I miss them having word bubbles, like because I feel like that's half the intrigue. Like it's like you thought you were gonna get away with this, you said I'm not, and they'll have like ellipses, like oh what was that mean? And like I have to read it.
I have to read it now. What does it mean?
Like
you'll never guess what number 10 is.
Yeah.
Like those magazines.
Hopefully not like to the point where it's like some like. That's cool.
Forge, really underrated mutant. They actually, it's funny because they explained his powers in the '97 X-Men that they just did very well. Like Technopath, I'm like, oh, he just to me, when someone's like, what a technopath, I go, it's someone who can communicate with technology and can basically understand anything works instantly. He said, no, my brain's like a Rubik's Cube that's always moving and I can always solve things. I'm like, that's a great way to say it too.
Yeah.
Such a cool, it's a cool power.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I think most of the Days of Future Past stuff, like Bishop, Forge, all those guys are really cool. Even though they'll have the branding of a mutant, like.
Oh, and shout out for the Native American representation too, which is cool for Forge.
Oh yeah, you have like Warpath, you have Red Wolf.
Warpath was cool too.
Yeah.
I liked Warpath. He was a cool character too.
Yeah.
I remember they had him in that mutant show on Fox, and they were like getting they were getting shot at, and they're like, he's like, "Are you bulletproof?" He's like, "I don't know." I'm like, what do you mean you don't know? I'm like, I'm not gonna get shot. He's not, he ends up being bulletproof, and he's like getting an argument like he doesn't want to find out.
Oh yeah, it's like
I don't know if I'm bulletproof. You go. And he is for small arms, which is kind of cool.
Yeah.
Just little stuff like that. I like cool thing. Maxim. Now we're starting to see some. What the hell?
I was just doing like. It's like reminds me like kind of like what they did like in Civil War, where they like.
He's getting mind gemmed, maybe.
Yeah, maybe.
He's killing Beast.
Die. Oh, we got another comic one.
Oh, in the Infinity War.
It's a horrible angle for my thing, so I
Oh,
just saw
sorry,
the most blurred thing ever. Like that's
I
only
need glasses. What a cool set! This is a pretty cool set, and this was called we'll do it at the very end. But I got a shot at Upper Deck because this is pretty cool. They're doing cool things if you're a big comic nerd.
Oh yeah.
Let's put it that way. But unfortunately, this is the first time I've ever seen like movies get as big as they were and not increase comic knowledge, which is interesting.
Yeah.
I mean, you work at a comic store. Did you see an influx when those movies were coming out? People were buying comics.
Well, I'll say currently with all the comics, I've been selling comics and buying comics for decades now. There it is, Professor X.
Nice.
Okay. I was like, it's the other bald guy. Comics, they do increase sometimes. So I would say with modern era comics, there's not a lot of new stuff coming out. I would say in the past decade, there's probably been like one or two notable characters. I would say maybe even Gwen, anything.
Oh, the Deadpool stuff. Yeah, because
that one is. Well, the thing is, Gwen is like even the point now they haven't even kept her name correct at the same time. So she's been both Ghost Spider and Spider Gwen, and then I think their most recent one is Spider Gwen : Ghost Spider.
Yeah, that's weird because that gives away her name. I always thought she was Ghost Spider.
Yeah, so they haven't kept anything consistent with her, and none of her issues have been running more than like 7 issues long, maybe 12 at the most. Even though they've been rehashed things, they even brought the Ultimate series back. They brought back the 2099 series back. They brought even X-Men 97 as a comic series back. So everything's purely based around nostalgia and kind of rehashing things. So there's not any new releases, but the good part with like again the last Into the Spider-Verse movie definitely increased the interest in Miguel O'Hara with the Spider-Man 2099, and then anything that's kind of related to Miles Morales. The Miles Morales comic went up a lot. But
he's getting representation for the first time in like decades.
Oh yeah.
I remember the controversy when they introduced him, and I was like, really? Like, I mean, it's cool. It's another Spider-Man. People were pissed, but like people get pissed for stupid reasons anyway. So
there's a lot of things that are kind of weird. I mean, I think the only thing actively for people's interest, I'd say, even Marvel comics and everything, even maybe DC comics, fortunately we can't really get too much of it. It's definitely catering towards, I would say, the 25, 30 plus year old people. And so the comics like that are kind of geared towards that. So everything's kind of rehashing. So you kind of have to see when a new movie comes out, and then they'll kind of make that does well. It's like Morbius, for example, had its 2 theatrical sales. The graded comic at 9.8, first appearance of it, went up and went down, and then the second theatrical failure went down. Now that graded comic is worth less than it was before the announcement of the movie because of how bad the movie was received. So that form of it could either make or break a comic, and if it does very well, they can even push the comic exponentially higher. So, I mean, the good part with comic knowledge, I'll say, it definitely, when a movie does well, the comic knowledge, people get overly intrigued into it. So. Well,
that was the Infinity Trilogy by Upper Deck, which is kind of cool. We got a signed card, which is rad. I'm curious to see if this has any like monetary value. Yeah. But like pretty cool throwback to like 70s art stuff. So that's from Upper Deck, and now we're gonna move on to Skybox. This is the Masterpiece Monster edition. So I have no idea. 3 cards per pack, 12 packs per box. So like I don't know what this is. We got this for Halloween, but I just didn't have. We just were 3 months behind or 2 months behind, 2.5 months in Q4. Thank God I don't have to do like a million video reviews.
Yeah.
So that's good. So we're learning this together today.
Yeah, I was looking at the box. Seems like it's just anything that's like horror movie,
Yeah, if you're like a horror
like
aficionado.
cryptids stuff. Because there's the Jersey Devil. Oh, what's this? Oh,
The box, but it loses its value if you take it out of the. Oh, these are these huge cards. I'm not sure if I'm a fan of the big ones. Like they
the
feel
thick-
nice, but
thick
like they're
cards?
thick.
It's like with 3 cards on
So
a pack.
I don't know what this is.
Oh,
I don't know what this is.
a kappa? Oh, that's a Japanese like thing.
Don't know what
Baba
this is.
Yaga, or is this?
I don't know. Penanigan, a woman's head and her organs fluid from her body. The massage
okay.
before returning.
This is
to
like
her
mainly
body.
cryptids, stuff like that.
Oh, so like kind of like the oh yeah, interesting. And like the cool thing about these sets though is that they have like serialized cards. You sometimes.
Okay, yeah.
So
I'm kind of curious what the kappa says on it, because kappas are not good things. Like they are notorious for doing not great
you
things.
might be more educated in that lore, in that horror lore than I am.
When rock, that's just it's a huge bird. Like it's supposed to like wingspans to be like absurd.
Like the Lord of the Rings eagles.
Reports birds. Yeah, it's supposed to be able to pick up elephants. Like how big it's supposed to be.
Yeah, I don't know these. This is interesting. I'm definitely being educated. Oh, that's cool. Like a 1950s thing.
Okay. So.
Oh, serialized. We got a serialized card.
That's cool. Awesome. Geez, 99 or 1,000?
1,000, yeah.
Yeah.
And then a siren. I know what a siren is.
Yeah.
I'm familiar with like Greek mythology.
Yeah.
So
So, I mean, yeah, the kappas are like a Japanese-based thing. They would drown people and do things. Apparently, the way you would kill it is that it has water on top of its head. If all the water pours out, it just dies. But they're like a turtle humanoid thing.
so just just slightly just hit him in the face and then he.
But they live in water, so it's like they kind of. The whole point is that they could like is people would like cross a river. They could, like,
Ooh, that's kind of cool.
what am I looking at? What
I
is
can't
it
even
called?
see. Chupacabra.
Oh yeah.
The Chupacabra. That's really
That's
cool
awesome.
though.
It's like textured too.
Oh wow, these get cooler and cooler.
This pack is absurdly.
These are rad.
I mean,
These are really fun.
okay, so it's a fight. So it's a
Kraken versus something.
chupacabra
Oh, sorry,
versus
Chupacabra versus Amarok.
rock.
I'm definitely getting tested on my monster
Rocks
knowledge here.
roam in icy tundra. So it's just like a giant.
Another serialized card out of 1,500.
Is that a Tarask?
Yeah. Dare to challenge this terror. I don't even know what it is. Turtle, lion, lizard.
No, that's spelled different. Like there's a Tarask, which is like a D&D thing.
Oh,
The
okay.
thing is much larger. It eats mountains.
It's funny. We were watching The Witcher, and like he was saying what we're going up against, and
Yeah.
I would tell my wife, "Oh, like he's weak to this, this, this." She's like, "How do you know everything?" I go, "I should work for him. I should be his like assistant."
Oh,
Like. Don't know what this is.
Like I'm assuming just a
Nidhogg. I've heard of these.
yeah. Has the power to transform herself into a beautiful woman. With its appearance, she can trick people into a trap, and she gets to them. So it's just a human transforming.
Praying Mantis.
Mantis.
Another serialized card.
Okay.
So I'm pretty sure that means they made 999 of these, is what I'm
Okay.
guessing, because not all of them have the number,
Yeah.
right? And it's not it's number 41. This is 28, so it's definitely yeah.
C9.
And then Wendigo.
Oh, Wendigos, yeah.
Not a fan of that interpretation. I always pictured them more like ghouls, like giant ghouls. You know what I mean? Like sharp teeth, very, like they did in that really cool video game, Until Dawn.
Oh, yeah.
That game was that story went like this, and I've never been so more enticed. I'm like, oh my god, now we're in supernatural territory.
Oh, yeah.
It's pretty cool. I thought it was pretty rad. Let's see. Okay, Headless Horseman. Oh wow, yeah, this is reaching real deep.
I think there's like different mythologies about how. Serialized. It's like the last one.
Interesting. These are super. Oh no, Grendel. Grendel, I'm familiar with that. Yeah.
Oh, and you got where the pack's like all upside down and backwards and everything.
I know, right? Sorry.
Just a signed version of it.
Super interesting. These are really interesting, though.
Yeah, I mean, if you're like really into cryptids and just different mythologies, I think this would be amazing. Like, that just kind of gets a little bit of everything. The good part is like a whole bunch of different cultures.
Oh, yeah, that is cool. I don't know what that is either. Another serialized version. In Australia, the whelp could dwell in swamps and rivers. Like humans, sometimes people might hear its roar. Sam, that's for you. If you're watching, that's some EU representation. Yeah, from all over the world. This is kind of cool.
Raids. That's cool.
Different versions of. Oh, I like the purple outline. That's kind of cool. Oh, another Wow, this is. I gotta figure out
Only
what this means.
200. So I guess like there's a serialized, but it might be. I don't know if it's like a rarity system.
Maybe.
Cerberus. That's interesting interpretation of Cerberus.
Oh yeah, a three-headed. It almost look like the tails and then the face. That's interesting. Beast that guards the underworld.
Yeah. I wonder if like, because there's probably problems with like a lot of interpretation of like cryptids and like public pop media. It might be different than what most people assume it to be. Like, I know I've seen this version. Like, I think most people think about Cerberus. They could also go to like Hercules and think about three-headed dog. But
Mayan bat creature.
that's cool. Because I even know for example that's pretty. Like
Oh wow, 2011 out of 25. I'll be damned. Wow.
Yeah. So I feel like it's like a rarity system. Oh, is that Mr. Hyde?
Oh there's a on canvas and another one. That is so cool. C2. Yeah, there was different versions. They're both C2.
Yeah.
It's but one serialized. That's interesting.
Interesting. I wonder how many different like rarities are in this. So also like the versus cards. Well, also like for example like angels, like people's interpretations of angels, like even Magic with their interpretations of angels, and like the biblically accurate angels, like an eyeball with multiple wings and floating rings around it. So there could be like this is like what people first written down what it looks like, and then that's probably like oh let's see that.
Oh, changeling. Yeah.
Nice little headband.
You're definitely right. I think it's a rarity system. It has to be.
Yeah.
Oh wow, I have no idea what that is, but I love the 50s retrospect of it.
Yeah. These like weird interpretations of it.
At night in South Africa, a small creature caused problems for people by frightening them or taking their lives.
I like how some cryptids are like very simple. Like it'd be like, oh, it's a thing that like could pick on your kids, or this thing could eat a mountain, and then it's like anything in between. Like there's there's some things that have like absurd powers. Like it can go invisible, mind control, levitate, make cities disappear.
It's like both of us look at it, we're like, what is that? This is definitely.
I'm trying to gauge like what like part of the world it's from too.
Abused by her husband, the woman passed away, but she came back as a dragdu. She killed her husband, taking his blood. Okay, so it's like a take on a vampire.
Yeah.
Just a different culture's version of a vampire.
Yeah.
That's kind of interesting. Ooh, Wyvern. I thought Wyverns didn't have wings.
Yeah.
But this different. Whoa. Dude, it's like framed. Like it's actual framed.
Ravens creatures that look like dragons. They have sharp tail, 2 wings, 2 limbs. Oh, it does only have 2 legs. So it has the back legs and that. So it just has, its body just like blends into its tail.
I thought Wyverns were just dragons without wings.
Dragons. So Wyverns are dragons with just legs, and their second appendages are their wings. So they have legs. There's worms without wings. Worms are wingless things. So.
That's pretty cool. And it's number 25/25.
So if you combine a worm and a Wyvern, you get a dragon.
Werewolf. I know this one. That's a little. That's not at least a little longer snout for me, but.
He's like as a pug werewolf.
Like werewolves and vampires, there's certain creatures that there's so many interpretations, and all of them are usually interesting.
Trust me.
In some way capacity.
When you get to like Dungeons and Dragons and stuff like that, and like the were things.
Yeah, nice little orc. Okay, let's see what does it say in the back.
Crafted from the mud of the
Based
earth.
on the possible origins of the word orc, or orcs seem to be associated with devilish and bestial traits. People should exercise caution if they encounter them.
Oh yeah.
That's
I
interesting.
don't know harpies.
Harpies? Yeah, okay, right. With the face of a woman and every traits, harpies were known for theft. They stole food from the king whom a god wanted punished. They even kidnapped people. Oh, I should know this.
I've seen I think
It's like a bug person, right? She's a bug, right? Dwelling in a cave, Scylla was a monster of the sea. That's right. Yeah, she was a thing that would come up, and eat people because she had the shit. The top of a woman and the bottom was like a monster.
Yeah.
That's Greek mythology, or Roman, one of those. One of those ones. It's been a while since I've had to pass these tests. Okay, like we're learning as we go. Yeah, beautiful cards though.
Oh yeah, I like the board.
We know this, obviously. Harry Potter made this nice. Is this a limited one? Oh, it is. So there must be a serialized set. We have to look this up. We have to figure this out. Oh, look, it's a Pokemon.
Yeah, no, right?
It's a Pokemon or Orangabati. South America? Indonesia.
Yeah.
It's said to have physical characteristics of a primate and a bat.
That's pretty, it's right there.
It's pretty cool. Yeah.
Still written on his forehead.
A golem, yeah. Daniel Horne did a lot of these. Or Horne, excuse me. Daniel Horne. People could use magic to move material like dust or clay to life as a golem. While this creature could serve them, that would be wary. It could become a menace. Yeah, because doesn't have a mind of its own. Kind of just instinct. Oh, your phone's finally done updating?
It's been like updating for like.
Did you get your concert tickets?
Yeah, I was really good. Oh, that's good.
We got another one again. Okay.
Different
double again.
You can see it a little bit lower its back now to kind of see its bug-like body.
Yeah. Oh, and it's numbered.
And this last one is a
Nandy bear, as opposed to a candy bear. Let's see what this is. People of the Nandi tribe spoke of this beast, the Nandy bear, in the lands. Western Celestia have seen it as animals like a lion. So like a lion bear. That's kind of cool. All these different cultures, different interpretations of these creatures. And it's unfortunate that the only ones I'm familiar with are like mainly from like movies, but D&D's helped a lot of that as well. So, but Hollywood is usually the one.
Yeah, and that's probably where like even like they're looking at Cerberus, like why does it look different? Like maybe if you actually like went to like old looking like or old interpretations, like it had 4 skull things. I mean even take Lord of the Rings for example, like the Balrog in the books doesn't say it has wings. It says
shadowy things that
stretch
stretch like wings.
Yeah.
They do. I think they did it. People always give the movie shit for that, but like they are smoke. They did their best.
No, so that's like for example, like of course everybody sees that and they thinks it's awesome, and it is awesome, I think. But again, interpretation of things, it's fair. And the good part because it's somebody's vision, it is their interpretation of it.
Well, that was it for Upper Deck. Thank you for doing the Skybucks Monster Series. That's really cool to test our knowledge, and for the what was that one called, for the Infinity Trilogy. This is super cool stuff. Don't go away. We're gonna reset the stream again. It's just easier for me to make VODs out of it afterwards. We're gonna end the stream with Lorcana Azurite Seed, which released today. Let's go. Casey gave me that box, so it's gonna be lucky. I'm gonna pull 7-inch hands out of the box.
Easy.
I'm gonna buy a box afterwards, take it home, pull none, because that's how I work. All right, so we'll be right back.